This is Mel Hom, the instructor for Math 110As. Welcome to our Calc 1 class. Let me go over the syllabus, and I'll share the screen right now and go over the syllabus. You'll get this on your email or on Canvas once the semester starts. All right, here's my email address, mhom@ccsf.edu. Office hours are Fridays from 8:10 to 9 a.m. on Zoom. Now, our class on paper meets from Tuesday, Thursday, 8:10 to 10:25. Most of it is asynchronous. The only time you actually have to meet here are on exam days. All the other times, I'm not going to be on there. You just watch the videos and follow the schedule. All right, the text is Stewart, Calculus Early Transcendentals, 8th edition. This is what it looks like. Okay, 8th edition Early Transcendentals. And here's the rest of the book, I guess. Okay, I'm supposed to print this, so let me just talk about it. It says, students, please purchase your course materials through the bookstore, et cetera, et cetera. I don't really care if you get it from the bookstore or elsewhere, but I'm supposed to put it, so there it is. In case you want to use WebAssign, which comes with the textbook, they tell you how to do it here. I'm not requiring you to use WebAssign on anything, but some students want to do it for extra work. So if you want it, it's available. There's our course key for that, and there's registration instructions for it. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. Okay, but that's in case you want to use WebAssign for extra help. All right, course description, you can read it or not. I'm supposed to put it, so there it is. Student learning outcomes, you can read it or not, tells you what's going on in our class. Okay, protocol. This is an asynchronous class, no required meetings except for exams. So typically, you'll be given a section to prepare. You've got the schedule for it. So you read the corresponding sections in the text and watch the videos associated with each section. The videos are usually less than 30 minutes long. Okay, so if you look at the schedule, for instance, okay, so Tuesday 118, introduction and section 1.1. Then Thursday the 20th, 1.2 and 1.3, and the first discussion and so on. Okay, so normally you would say, does this take 2 hours and 15 minutes? No, it does not. The videos are much shorter than that. They tend to be much less than 30 minutes, often less than 20 minutes. Okay, however, that does mean that the videos are fast. Okay, I shorten the videos intentionally because it's easier to process, but that does mean it goes by pretty rapidly. So one advantage of that also, if you think I'm going too fast, is you can always slow down, right? It's a video. You can pause, rewind, fast forward, play it back as much as you want. Okay, but just a heads up, the videos tend to go fairly quickly. They're nowhere near the 2 hours and 15 minutes in length from 8:10 to 10:25 if we were to meet face-to-face. Okay, attendance. There's no required attendance, but there is discussion or an exam every week. If you miss 4 discussions or exams combined, you may be dropped for excessive absences. So a quick look at the schedule. Every week, discussion, discussion, exam, discussion, discussion, exam, and so on, all the way through. Okay, so every week there's either discussion or an exam. Okay, homework. There will be homework almost every class meeting. The homework will be collected every exam day. So you don't have to turn in the homework day by day or even week by week, but exam by exam. The homework is not graded for accuracy, but just for completion. Did you do it or did you not do it? Okay. And you must submit at least 70% of the homework in order for your exam to be graded. So if you don't submit at least 70% of the homework, I'm not grading your exam. Okay, discussions. Discussions are given by Canvas announcements. And generally, I'll give it to you on Monday, first day of the week, and they're due 11:59 p.m. on Thursday evening, the same day as the last day of the week, of course. They're not really math problems, but they're just discussions involving math. And you email me your response at mhom@ccsf.edu. In my opinion, these are very easy points. Okay, and I'll give you an example right now. And this is the actual first discussion question. Okay, in 25 to 100 words, please share your prior experience in math. What was the highest math class you took? What kind of grades have you typically gotten in math? And please note, you will not lose points for giving a negative answer about math. So sometimes students would say, well, I'm not going to give any negative answers because the teacher might grade me negatively for that. No, I won't do that. Just share whatever you wish to share and you'll still get full credit. Okay, so here's a sample discussion response to what we have here. I've never been very good at math and I've struggled with every math class I took. I got up to geometry in high school, but failed it. So I never got higher than algebra. And even that was a struggle to get a C in a class. I'm hoping to do better in this math class, but the memories of past failures in math will still be with me. Okay, this is obviously not for a calculus student, but that's a full credit type of response to the discussion questions. Okay, exams. There will be 5 exams, 1 for each chapter. Each exam is assumed to be closed book and closed notes, but you're allowed 1 formula sheet, 8.5 by 11, both sides. So standard size paper, front and back. You can write on the front and on the back. Okay. And the exams are the only synchronous portion of the class. So the only time you have to meet from 8:10 to 10:25 a.m. are February 3rd for the first exam, February 24th for the second exam, March 24th for the third exam, and so on. Exam 4, exam 5, and a final exam date is to be determined for now. All the other days, you don't have to show up 8:10 to 10:25. There's not going to be a lecture. I'm not going to be there. Okay, so you don't have to come for those days. All right, and let's see. The questions are similar to the homework problems. There's no tricks, no surprises. Exams are 100 points. You get the full 2 hours and 15 minutes to do the exam. Generally, there's no makeup or rescheduled. You're allowed to drop 1 exam, which might be part of the final exam. Okay, and before the first exam, you must show me a picture ID having your name and picture on it. You might cross off any sensitive information, such as birthday, address, and so on a driver's license. All I need is your name and picture. Class like this, I don't get to know who you are. So how do I know who's taking the test? So you give me something like this as an example, if you have a driver's license. See how I just block out everything besides, all I need is your picture and your name. You cross off, date of birth, height, weight, address, or whatever else, any other sensitive information, you can just block it out. I just need your photo ID with your picture and your name on it, okay? So sometime between now and the first test, I need that. So our first test is when? February the 3rd, it looks like. Okay, cheating. You can read it. It basically says don't cheat. Okay, now and I know in this online environment, it's a lot easier to cheat than if we were to meet face to face. So I reserve the right to do this. For each exam, I reserve the right to give an oral exam follow-up on Zoom. You'll be told ahead of time, and we will arrange a mutual time, normally within the week after the exam. Your oral exam score may replace your written exam score. So if you submit a test and think, this test looks too much like somebody else's test and I suspect cheating, I might say, okay, I'm going to meet with you on Zoom and I'll ask you some questions about the test. And if what you say doesn't seem to match what you wrote down, I might decide to score your oral exam to be worth more or in place of your written exam. Okay. All right, disability. If you have a documented disability from DSPS, then just let me know. There's no extra credit in general. And final exam, there's going to be a 300-point comprehensive final exam. The final exam will be similar in content to the other exams. And you should think of the final exam as being like 3 100-point exams. Okay, you're not literally taking 3 100-point exams, but it'll be worth that. Okay, so thus you can think of it as 8 100-point exams, the 5 regular exams, and then 3 100-point exams for the final, of which 1 gets to be dropped. Okay, the date of the final exam is to be determined. Okay, so here's the total course points: 5 exams plus the final exam. That's 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 times 100 is 800, but minus 100 is 700 for exams. 100 for the discussions, 100 for participation, which is basically just doing the homework and doing everything you're supposed to do. Total points is 900. My grading scale is 90, 80, 70, 60. Okay. Here's our tentative calendar. So you keep up every day, read the material, and start doing the homework problems and watch the video. Okay, so here's a tentative calendar for the whole semester. Don't meet on Zoom except exam days, first exam, second exam, and so on. I'll send you Canvas announcements for all of these things. Okay, right now the date of the final exam is to be determined, so I don't know exactly when it is. So here's our schedule. Here's all the homework assignments for the entire semester. So when it's time for the first test, February 3rd, you turn in all of this. Second test, all this. Third test, all this. Fourth test, and fifth test. Okay? So that's what's involved for turning in. And how do you submit it? Just send me an email to mhum@ccsf.edu. That's also how you send the exams. So you just get your cell phone and take a picture, click, 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 all the way through for your homework and for the exam. That's what you want to turn into me. Okay. Here's all the homework assignments. Okay. And scroll down a little bit more on the syllabus. Here's all the videos. They're already pre-made for the whole semester. Okay. And by the way, there's a review, looks like a review section. Okay. So I want you to go on schedule. When I email you and or send on Canvas announcements what you're supposed to do for the day, I want you to watch this video. But there's nothing preventing you from watching the whole thing, even now. Or if you want to jump ahead to chapter 2, say, I wonder what 2.4 is about, or I wonder what 3.8 is about. You can do that, or if you want to go back to any other video, you can. But here's all the videos. I've pre-made them for the entire semester. Okay. And then the Zoom link for our class. This is more than you need. Remember, the only hours which apply to us are exam days, whenever we have an exam from 8:10 to 10:25 a.m., and office hours, Fridays from 8:10 to 9. Okay, so you've got this. It's way more than you need. It includes all the other dates because of all the classes that I'm teaching. I decided to just give one Zoom link for all my classes. So here it is. This even includes weekends and Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays. So, you know, just log in whenever you're supposed to. So here's all the information that you need and all that, right? It's information you need to join the Zoom. Don't worry about it says March 8th. We're only allowed to put 50 at a time. When it gets to be March 5th or something like that, I'll just renew it. And so for the entire semester, just use the same Zoom links as we have here. Okay, so day by day, I'll send on Canvas announcements what you're supposed to do for that day. But theoretically, you already have all the videos. You have all the homework assignments. And you have the calendar for the entire semester. All right. Any questions you have at any time, feel free to email me, mhum@ccsf.edu, and hope you're looking forward to a good semester of taking Calc 1. All right, so that's about it for this introductory video, and goodbye for now.